Hello everyone, I'm Ishani and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing a full recording of my Altenew Educators workshop. I host these live sessions once a month on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and I would love to have you join our global community. It's a wonderful opportunity for crafters from all over the world to gather, learn new techniques, and find creative ways to use the supplies we love. If you'd like to craft with me live, please send me an email at the address listed in the description box below. As a bonus, all registered participants receive a special discount code to shop for supplies, but make sure you register on time to grab yours. This recording is from our workshop, Whispers of Spring. Since this was a live interactive lasting nearly 2 hours, please feel free to speed this up.
So we're going to do some pretty pastel coloring for our flowers, and and this technique can be used for any of your die cuts and any flower. So if you don't have asters, please go ahead and use whatever you have. But we'll get the streamy color very easily, and you'll be surprised how easy it is. And also, like, I love the lace dye that Altenew has. So I wanted to use it in a different way, or make it look like, more delicate, or like how my mother used to have her tablecloths with this crochet pattern and, have flowers over it. So that was the image I had. Uh, and I hope you also feel that it looks something similar to that. So let's start our card, for which I am starting with some ink blending. And I'm using the Asters layering die set. There is a layering guide behind it. And I'm going to use all these 4 flowers. I would recommend using the smoothest paper that you have in your stash. I have Express It paper, and I usually use it for my alcohol ink coloring. But now today I'm using that for some ink blending as well. Because it's so smooth, the ink glides over it and, makes the flower, you'll yourself see how beautiful it looks. What I'm going to do is I've taken this flower, which has the triangle keyhole system. And on my Express It paper, I just roughly make sure that my flowers, the petals are till here. I just put some pencil marking, because I'm going to do some ink blending. And first I'm using cloud white pigment ink. Any white pigment ink would work with it. Also, if you are using white pigment ink, make sure that you have a blending brush solely for this ink. And we don't mix and match, or don't pollute the color with any other brush. So this is my cloud white. And I am going to ink from the center of the flower. So here are our flowers. And from the center of the flower, I'm just going to get my cloud white pigment ink just all around my flower, wherever I'm going to have my flower. It doesn't have to be really perfect as well. And after the cloud white pigment ink, I am going to blend some Pinkalicious. And now I'm going to add my pink just where the center of the flowers will be. So you can, again, just get your dies and see where your center would be, because we don't want much saturation. Just dab a little of your ink and then dab some outside also, and just get some from the inside towards outside, but don't saturate your color. We just want light colors. We are going to build these colors up later. So if you notice in the card as well, you don't have one color throughout, you have mix of colors. So what our plan is, the 3 colors that we're going to use, like I'm using Pinkalicious, Lavender Fields, and Peach Perfect. we're just keeping these three as my basic colors, and we'll, play around these colors for our palette. So with my first flower done, I go ahead and ink my second flower.
Excuse me, Ishani.
Yes, please.
Do we need a separate brush for this? Will the pigment cut on the brush?
Sorry, I could not understand. Sorry.
Will the pigment ink, the white pigment, get on the pink brush? Is that all right?
Yeah, it is. It is probably getting there, but yeah, it is. Well, if you want to
It's
like
just your
scale it,
regular pink, though.
yeah, maybe if you're very,
Okay, good.
if you're careful about your pink, maybe this technique is, you cannot do it, because yes, the white has come on my pink as well. But maybe just on one side, one corner of your color, your ink pad, if you do that, maybe it will not pollute the whole color. And you can re-ink it. I think it should not matter much. And I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Maybe it does to you. But yeah, be careful of not putting the whole. Thank you for pointing it out, Tracy, because I was not even noticing that, oh, my ink pad is now white, getting white.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I have on my this paper, I have three colors. But now I'm going to do another circle of pink as well. Because for these flowers, I'm not going to cut just three. I will cut one of these flower again. So that's how I get fuller flowers. I don't do just 3 layers of petals. I have 4 layers of petals. So actually for all these flowers, we'll do one extra layer of petals. So any outer flower can be die cut again. But I just want to tell you on the panels, add a little more of your cloud white and your pink. And we'll have a fourth. And similarly, we will do for other flowers as well. Now, after Pinkalicious, I'm getting my lavender fields. And you can just keep your flower and your ink blended panel at one side. So we know that the flowers have to be cut from there. Now I have this floral die.
Which petal is that you're using
Yeah,
for the
okay.
lavender field?
Okay, maybe now I'll use the keyhole. The one with the keyhole, a little bigger flowers. And again, you can just mark where those flowers, the petals are till there. And get in your cloud white for all the 4 flowers. And then I am taking my lavender fields. Well, in my original flower or original card, lavender fields was the smaller flower. So if you want to recreate that, maybe you can die cut the smaller flower, but maybe for a change, I'll just do what I just showed you, die cut the keyhole one from the lavender fields. I have my lavender fields done as well. And there was even a bud. There's this little T-shaped bud. I think I'll go ahead and use lavender fields for this as well. Now this one, you just try to keep a darker color in the center because all the petals are towards the outside. So, you don't have to much, you don't have to worry about where to color. We're going to do the same thing because the petals are outside, it'll just go lighter outside. Some white pigmenting for my little bud. And then lavender fields. So before you stop coloring, just put your dye and see if all your petals are getting a little bit of that color. Even if not, then at least we have that highlight, and we're going to add a little more color later, so that will work. Now after this, I have my Peach Perfect. I have the supply list is another peach color that I have written about. I have said Peachy Keen because this Peach Perfect is from the 4 Scoops ink set, and this is discontinued now. So any peach color that you have, you can use that. And for this also, we're going to color 4 petals, and similarly start with my pigment white ink. This is actually getting most out of your inks as well. If you have your pigment inks like distress oxides, you don't even have to do it. It is just what distress oxide is also like. It is mixture of pigment and dye inks. So the lightest of the distress oxides is what we are making now. So some color in the center, and then we bring the brush with the lighter ink outside for all the 4 petals. And with all our flowers, my coloring is done, and we can just go ahead and die cut these out. Try to keep them in the negative. Don't take them out uh, as soon as you die cut, because we're going to add a little more color to our petals before we start assembling the flowers. You can also get your yellow cardstock and die cut the inner pollens now that you will be die cutting and will be closer to your die cut machine. Maybe because we are going to assemble our flowers. We'll do the leaves later, but leaves are very basic inking for me. So let's do the flowers first and then also start getting our pollens ready, and then we'll assemble. And maybe now we can have a little chit chat as well while we are die cutting. Then
Okay.
what we're going to do is we will get some pink. We will take the same Pinkalicious, will not change the color. And we will add Pinkalicious to all the centers of all our flowers, the purple, the lavender fields, and the peach. We will put the pink in all our color, all our flowers. So that will, yeah. So we are like, color cohesive, and I don't know what's the English for it, but to make it look, oh, they came from the same family. Oh, they have the same.
Cohesive. Yeah, you got it.
So if you have them all inside, it is just easier to add ink. Now is when we put ink only in the center.
Only in the center, okay.
Only in the center, we will add our Pinkalicious for our lavender fields and for all our flowers, even the peach. And now, after we've done inking for all our petals with pink, now we're going to go back with the same color we had done earlier with. So pink is just like, you don't have to add extra pink, but on our pink or on the lavender fields, we'll get back our lavender field. So, it is just adding a little depth with the pink, but we get it back to our lavender field color.
Or
And
the
on
whole
the
petal or just the center?
just on the center. Right now, only at the center.
Okay.
And for the peach, we will get back our peach perfect for the center and add it where we had added our Pinkalicious. So these are just 3 colors, and just with 3 colors, we are doing all the 3 and our pigment white ink. So especially if you are somebody new who does not have all the colors, and if somebody has like this 4 scoops, which had the yellow, pink, peach, and chocolate, even those colors can be used for this kind of a card. And I have my little buds as well. For the buds, I have lavender field on them. So I'll add first a little bit of Pinkalicious at the bottom, or like the bottom of the bud. and then bring some lavender field again on it. And you can go ahead and cut with different colors of yellow, the pollen, but I mean, if you die cut them with one cardstock and then color over them, that works as well. I have this yellow and I have first, second, and third layers, all with the same cardstock. And we can just add a little ink to give them a variation. And there is pollen for the bud, a 3-number die, T, that also has to be cut. Now I think if everybody is ready, we just have to do the normal keyhole system arrangement. We will use glue to adhere all our layers. So we have on my first flower, I have the 1, the triangle 2, and 3, and we have our 4th die cut. Now I have die cut the 3rd number twice. So when I arrange all my triangles, I'll show you. So when I arrange all my triangles, the 3rd triangle will not match the keyhole system. We will just, let me add glue and start adhering them all. That's my first. The second layer, we get the keyholes right. Even the 3rd, we will do the triangle keyhole as it asks us to do. But for our 4th layer, I will just twist my triangle a little. You can also see where in your flower you don't have many petals. Like I have some gap between these 3 petals here at these 2 places. So maybe if I position my triangle in a way where, you know, this can be covered, that empty space can be covered. So this triangle does not match the keyhole, but makes my flower fuller. And similarly, we will do it for all our 3 flowers. And the bud is just as it is given in the layering guide. So for my keyhole, I have a little, this die cut did not cut properly. I did not put a shim. My die cutting plates are quite old, so they don't cut very sharp if I miss putting a shim. So I have a nail file, and behind the die cuts, if you run your nail file, those little fibers of paper will come off and your die cut will get cleaner. You can also use some washi tape or some tacky tape to lift off the fibers of paper. But this is very easy, just run it like this and it gets clean edges. And for my keyhole also, I do the same. For my first, this flower, I have my one number twice. So now the last layer, we'll first make our first whole flower with 1, 2, 3, and then add our third layer at the bottom under the first layer. Because that one I have cut from the first die. And the size of the petal reduces. So you can try adding it after the third also, like a fourth layer over the third. But those petals are usually a little larger in size. So I have my fourth petal. My fourth die cut piece, which is actually the first one. And I go ahead and add it behind my first layer and make sure that now I see where is my keyhole. I try to align it and then just turn it a little to fill in those spaces which are left, which don't look fuller. And the same thing I'm going to do with my peach. For the peach, I have my third layer cut twice. I do 1, 2, 3. So actually the third
Hey,
layer,
Ishani.
yes. Andrea, tell me.
Hey, Ishani. I was working to catch up. So with the fourth one that we cut, were you saying that it didn't? That's our fill-in flower.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's just to add some body. And so there are places like in this flower here, you can see that at this place you have a gap. So you turn your
Yeah.
petals in a way that it fills that gap. So it becomes more
Okay.
fuller.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
So when you are arranging your bud, the third layer is your pollen inside. So we're not doing any extra layer here. So just when you're arranging it, you have 1, 2, 3. The third is your pollen. And you can also go ahead and add your center of the flowers. So when you're arranging, you have triangle cut together, keyhole cut together, and arrow cut together. So you just turn your dies like this, and this is like your layering guide now. Because I think the layering, oh, actually layering guide also has details on it. The layering guide has the details of how to add the different pollens. But just looking at this also, you can make out how it's done. I am using the same color for the inner pollen, but the outermost ring, I will just, the outermost layer, the third layer, just the pink color that I had, the pink brush, I'll just go ahead add a little pink to my yellow paper and make it a little orangish. And then add it on my
Ishani, you said to add pinkalicious to the
to the outermost,
ring.
the third
Okay.
layer of the rim. Yes, just to give a different look to your layers of the pollen as well. You could also change the die cut it, but these are two small pieces to get to cutting them all together and adding color makes more sense than cutting them from different paper. So the outer layer is almost like the outer circle is a hollow circle. So just a little bit of pink will make it look a little different.
Thank you.
Sure. And when you're adding the layers of the pollen, if you just hold it in your fingers, you will be able to layer them properly. Otherwise, I think many times we're just looking for which is the right place to adhere it. But when you put them all together, keep them both the pieces on your fingers, they will align themselves. Like the grooves will fall. You will understand the grooves better. So I have the keyhole pollen. You put, because we have our first piece and the third piece a little different. It doesn't really matter now because we're going to anyway cover all the keyholes with our pollen. I'm adding my keyhole system. And now after your flowers are done,
they look pretty, Shani.
Thank you so much, Maria. And just take a little thin brush that you may have, a little pencil or something specific to that you have to curl your petals, and just curl them some down, some up, like. And all my 4 flowers are ready now. Now let's get our leaves done as well. So for the leaves, we have left the leaves here, and this is the part which the bud goes on. So you may want to cut these leaves twice from your green cardstock because we want a fuller bouquet, and these are very less flowers to fill the gap between the flowers. I don't know what I'm saying. I think I said right, or at least you understood that you need to cut this twice from a green cardstock. I think I have written frayed leaves on my supply list.
Ishani, you said cut that leaf that you're showing on the screen now twice?
Yes, this one, the bigger
Okay.
piece, twice.
Okay.
And
Thank
once
you.
with this the bud. Or if you want to like fill in your book full floral arrangement, you can cut that. There's a little small bud as well in this whole set. You can use that also to fill in.
Uh, are you able to hear me? Because my earphones died. Liz, can you hear me? Anybody?
I can hear you.
Yes,
We can hear
we
you.
can.
No,
I
but
thought you was just quietly working.
yeah, no, it's not gone to my earphones. Yeah, disconnected.
We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but sometimes it's, you know me.
And I don't even come to know. Yeah, I think. Can you hear me clearer now?
Yes.
All right, yes. So I have my my leaves ready now. And we'll just bring a little green ink to add to our leaves, just for some extra dimension and contrast. And for the leaves, there's no plan. You just put a little ink at some of the places. I'll just show you. Let me first check which color did I ask? Green Meadows, Sweet Leaf. So with Sweet Leaf, we will just, on your leaves, you will see some curves. And you can probably see if this was a blade of grass, there would be shadow underneath here. So just thinking about how nature would really have these, if they were leaves, where would there be shadow? So just with that in mind, add a little ink. Most of the leaves will be tucked under our flowers, so it will not be even visible. But we do our inking for all the leaves, even though all that is not going to be seen. So I add my ink here at the V and a little under one of the leaves. One of the sides will get darker and the other lighter. Also, ladies, I think now that everybody's inking and I can talk. All right, so we have our flowers ready. Now let us do our die cutting of the lace. So we have, is there anybody who is not using this lace die? I have this since, I think when it was released, whenever it was released, 3-4 years back. And I think it's just such a beautiful piece. And you need a big piece of cardstock to cut your lace out from. So this is almost an A2 size, the long half of your A4 sheet from which you have to cut your lace. And when you're cutting this lace, please put a shim over it and then you die cut this, because it is very intricate and it will take a long time to get all the pieces out if you don't use a shim. So we'll go ahead and die cut our lace first. Use a shim to get clean edges and so that we can get the little pieces out easily.
The bubble wrap works well in this one.
Is there a good substitute for that one? By any chance?
There is actually what you can do is probably use some other leaves or leaf dyes for putting underneath, which are more delicate. Maybe let me look through my stash and think of.
Andrea, do you have the lace embossing folder? It
The
was
lace embossing.
At what point?
Probably. Let me check. Okay.
Did you get the new feathered beauty? Did you get the feathered beauty die? This layering die set?
Yes, I have that.
Maybe you can just cut these leaves out of white cardstock because not much is peeping out. But these are light, very small and like very delicate. So to add
You
that,
know, I got that. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
You
I
have
got that
that?
vine dye too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
please,
Yes.
whatever
Okay.
suits you.
Ishani, are we only cutting the lace one time?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Lace is to be cut only once.
Okay,
Once.
thank you.
I don't have this dye, Ishani, but I've got an older one called the Floral In and Out, I believe. And I'm thinking that'll work if I cut it in a couple pieces.
Yeah, maybe it is okay.
Let me
Absolutely.
show you.
Yeah, that will.
You
This
have
one.
your
Can you
stash
see
is
it?
amazing. You,
I'm using the lace embossing folder.
I think most of the bits come out when you tap your die like this.
I apologize that after I die cut my lace, I have missed recording that part where I color ink blend on my A2 card panel. For ink blending, I just want to tell you that what we did with the flowers, we did the same thing for the cardstock as a card base. We started with inking with cloud white ink. So white pigment ink is our first layer. And then we take the three colors and we go and ink blend in vertical lines around an inch for each color. And you can do any order of colors for your back panel. I changed the colors from the original card, and I would encourage you to try some other way of inking as well. Maybe you could do horizontally or some areas of colors like, in patches. But I apologize for missing recording that. But this comes when we are doing live session because we keep switching from the main screen to seeing other participants work or if they have any question. So I'm sorry about that.
So this is I'm part of a timeout challenges is a card making challenge on the blog. There's a blog which has every 2 weeks we have a challenge, and this was a red carpet challenge. And so these were the cards that I made with the lace die, and
Oh, beautiful.
this was all tone on
Yeah,
tone,
these are
red on red.
awesome.
And
But this
this
one, look at that.
That's lovely. Oh,
I love it.
absolutely. Thinking outside the box.
no, actually it was inspired by this lady's dress. I'll show you the lady as well. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's incredible.
So this card is inspired by her dress, and then it looked like why not have an embroidery hoop. So yeah, with
Love
those, I think we have that embroidery or some stitching with this January release. Carrie has that. Maybe you can use something like this for your Craft Your Life kit, Carrie.
Yeah, I love that new one.
All right. So if you've die cut your lace, we also need a little piece of white cardstock. So if you have noticed, I have added a white rectangular piece of cardstock, which is the base for my flowers and the lace. So this piece here, we need a piece which is, you need an A2 size cardstock first, and then cut a piece which measures, breadth-wise, width-wise similar to your A2 size card. And that will be our platform where we're going to add our lace and the flowers. So I know
It's
you
going
will
to be
ask.
4¼ across. How high?
Yeah, I know this would come. So I am just measuring it. So this is around 2.25 in inches in width, in height. Like this the width is this much. And the length is across the whole your, what would it be? 4 1/4 will be the length. And 2.25. I am sorry, I don't do. I also wanted to know who all are new here. I think I'll just pause for a bit because. So I will add this piece on the upper side. And before I add it, I will just make sure that I don't make it go ahead or out of my cardstock. So.
Oh, pretty.
Then you add your glue and so.
Is it okay if they overlap a little bit?
Yeah, Tracy, if you have to go, please. It is. I think most of
the overlapping of the lace. The overlapping
Oh yeah.
of the lace.
Oh yeah,
Does
yeah.
it overlap? Okay.
No, absolutely. If it is overlapping, you can even do a little clean cut, like
right.
this one here. These 3 dots, I can
Right.
just cut them and make it cleaner.
Thank you.
To add. And overlapping also doesn't matter. It is your lace. It's your tablecloth in your bouquet over the lacy tablecloth. So I have my lace work done. My tablecloth is ready. So before I add my tablecloth, I will put a little foam tape underneath it. So it is mounted over my pastel background.
And I use that.
Yeah, I use this. I put a little glue. Actually, I put this here for adding glue, and then I use this brush to add here. But I was just, I think last card.
Everybody knew about it.
Yeah,
There's
that's a great.
and
That's a
frustration.
great tip. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know which class was that, and it was me and Tina. We spoke about this brush. And after I add my double-sided tape, I will add this panel over the cardstock and then leisurely arrange your flowers. And if you have to leave, I totally understand. I just wanted to finish off the card. And so most of it is already done. I have used the Best Wishes tag die for my sentiment. If you have that, you can die cut Best Wishes from that or use any sentiment of your own. I had die cut it before the class, but now it's in the black hole and I can't spot it anywhere. And to arrange my flowers, I'll just show you, I'll just put it here so that you can have a look and do the same. Or maybe if you want to change your orientation of the flowers, you can do that as well. So I'm just adding my flowers first, and then we'll look around and tuck our leaves before adhering our flowers. I die cut the words with black cardstock. Best wishes.
Ishani, did you adhere your rectangle with the lace on it before you put the flowers on?
Yes, yes. The flowers are yet not on. The flowers are yet not on. We've just added the panel first. So, you know, your flowers flowers and leaves then can be added, and we can make sure that, you know, it fits in an A2 envelope also, because protruding flowers and dimensional flowers, they look nice, but then they don't fit in an envelope. That is the reason. You can do it either way. You can add the flowers on the rectangle first and then add it as well. But then you can see what is your background and, like, switch your flowers. Like all the plan that I had to have the opposite color may probably not happen now. This peach is coming over peach, but it's okay. I think looks pretty even like that. So I am going to foam mount my best wishes as well. And because underneath the sentiment goes some of my leaves and the stem of the little bud. So I needed the sentiment. But if you die cut 2 or 3 more flowers, you can fill this whole thing up as well. And so let me just put my next class is this card for the Valentines. And,
oh, how pretty.
If you'd like to join, I think the Altenew newsletter will be out soon. And
so cute.
It is.
Yes, I think I'm already signed up.
It's precious. I love it.
Yeah, I just hope I have sent you a reply, because I messed up adding Jen today for this class. That's such a, and I hate to do that, but I don't know how did that happen. How did the mail
It's
not go?
honestly, it's okay. Please don't worry. I
No,
just waited,
it is so,
and then I double checked and I searched with your name in there. I'm like, okay, I don't have it. I think I better say something.
No, so it is because you are, you're a regular, and it's happening to those who are my regulars. It is like so embarrassing for me. Like, I
don't be
want that to
embarrassed.
happen.
Please don't be embarrassed.
Thank you. All right.
I'm a big girl. I can let you know and say, hey, and I did.
Yeah. You did. So
This is my first time attending your class, and it's been awesome. Thank you.
Kathy, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I think this time we restricted our talks, but I think it is a very educative time especially for me. So many new things I get to know what's happening in the crafty world, and special gadgets that you have, or special equipment to do things for crafting.
Ishani, I signed up for the next class, and the start time was 11.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
No. Did I start?
I
mean, I have to just check. I was thinking that I will change my class timing from 10 to 11 because of so many people from the Pacific side. At least it'll get a little better for them.
Right.
Also, because you people change your clocks and we don't. So this is So I earlier was doing my class at 7:30 p.m. Now I do it at 8:30 p.m. So for me, 8:30 is a better time, because the dinner is done and there's no rush to make sure that did I cook enough, and like, have you eaten? So I can that part is that part will be taken care of in case I start at 11. So I'll just have to check. Was it Charlotte? I thought of doing it. Did I do it? I don't remember.
Yeah, I saw it's 11. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe. I have.
Is it posted on the Altenew site or?
Yes, it's there.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, yeah.
I got a chance to look at.
my perimenopause is also on, ladies. Please, I know you will understand the brain fog and the
Oh
memory
yeah.
loss.
There,
That
there's
card looks cool just like that.
no need to say.
So let
It
me
looks
blame
nice
it.
with the white showing through.
Yeah, let me blame
Nice.
it on the hormones.
You still recording?
Oh no, maybe I will have to speed it up and not have the audio. Because
Just
anyway,
live.
this is just assembling.
I cannot even imagine a 5-hour train delay.
Oh my God, it was because of the fog. Because of the fog,
Oh.
the earlier trains had not reached on time. So, it was like a backlog being cleared. It was
Logistics.
I took a train once out of Charlotte, North Carolina to go to DC with my kids because I was like, who takes trains? Let's just do it. The amount of delays it was to get up there, I was kind of like, okay, one time. I'm glad we did that. Let's not do that again.
Oh yes, I had also forgotten why we don't take any trains anymore. And then I was reminded this time, yeah, no more trains. We even live at near the airport. We live so close, but we had this December break, holiday time. Like, okay, one extra day in train won't hurt. Let my son experience. This is how we traveled when we were young, just trains. We did not fly much. And that was an experience. Even delay was an experience.
You can check that one off his list, right?
Yeah, it's now, done. Yeah. And now he can also tell his children, for our holidays, we used to have long train rides and it used to get delayed. And so you see, it's so easy for you. You just hop in an aircraft and you reach. Think of our times. Our parents used to do this. They used to say all this. And now I say all this to my son.
We don't say trains. We say how high the snow used to get.
Oh yeah.
My parents would say, it was up to my shoulders now. And I had to walk 20 miles to school now.
Uphill both ways.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think let me blame my hormones again. I added a small bloom here and I did not cut it out. So there is a small bloom to fill in this place here. I have the stems. Maybe I will add the bloom too. There is a purple bloom that I have. Let me do this quickly and finish off the card. Add some pearls and yay.
Nice.
Please go ahead.
Yeah,
and
I have
add.
one coming on Saturday.
Yeah, I think I'll just finish this off and put you ladies and you can show your cards. And so here is our best wishes card with pastel colors and pretty
Beautiful.
lace. And thank you, ladies, for joining.
I would love you to check out my upcoming workshops on my blog. Email me or comment down below and I'll get in touch. I hope you enjoyed the small peek into the workshop. I apologize for the part that wasn't recorded as we had shifted to the participant screen. Thank you so much for stopping by. In case you share your projects on social media, I would love if you tag me and I will feature your card on my Instagram stories. All right, happy crafting. Bye bye.